Tell me about the children. Dr. Halsey.
You already know everything.
You kidnapped them.
Children's minds are more easily accepting of indoctrination. Their bodies more adaptable to augmentation. The result was the ultimate soldier. And because of our success, when the Covenant invaded, we were ready.
Dr. Halsey, you're bending history for your own favor, and you know it. You developed the Spartans to crush human rebellion, not to fight the Covenant.
When one human world after another fell, when my Spartans were all that stood between humanity and extinction, nobody was concerned about why they were originally built.
So you feel in the end your choices were justified.
My work saved the human race.
Do you think the Spartans' lack of basic humanity helped?
What are you after? The others before you were naval intelligence, but you're something else.
Records show Spartans routinely exhibited mildly sociopathic tendencies, difficulty with socialization, and verbalization.
The records show efficient behavior operating in hazardous situations. I supplied the tools to maintain that efficiency.
Do you believe the Master Chief succeeded because he was, at his core, broken?
What does John have to do with this? You want to replace him?
The Master Chief is dead.
His file reads missing in action.
Catherine. Spartans never die.
Your mistake is seeing Spartans as military hardware. My Spartans are humanity's next step. Our destiny as a species. Do not underestimate them. But most of all, do not underestimate him.
Oof, that intro was kind of hype. Hey, we're playing Halo 4. Finally. Caleb? Hello? The void in space. Hello?
Wake up, Chief. I need you.
Dun dun.
Are you not talking?
No, I was doing something.
Where are we?
Oh,
We're still adrift on the Dawn.
And plus,
Why did you
cutscene, so.
yeah. Sorry, Pisha.
I rewrote your ship's firmware while you were out.
You've been busy.
Activating the ship's
I probably should turn on subtitles. Fuck.
Chief, look up. You need to pull the manual release.
Shut up, bitch.
I'm looking up. It's not letting me.
Seems like old times.
I'm stuck.
Ready to get back to work?
Yeah, it's like that until the scene plays out.
We've got intrusion alerts
There you go.
on multiple jacks. Our best bet to figure out who's boarding us is the observation deck, 4 floors up.
Could it be a rescue team?
Wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, this is weird. Ooh, come here. Bam.
God, the hub is so weird compared to the other Halos. Achievement. I don't know. There it goes.
So, do you have any questions?
I think it's fast. Nope.
Okay. So, the lore behind Master Chief's armor changing was that Cortana upgraded it while he was sleeping. Although, I personally believe that is a lazy use.
So I wanted to chime in on this. I want your perspective on this. Halsey as the character in this show is different, way different compared to the one, or different in this game than it is in the show. Thoughts?
So
she's drastically different.
okay. So, spoiler warning. I'm just gonna tell you right now.
How long was that?
How she's derived later on, like, so like after the events of Halo 4, that's when the
What's that?
Sensor scan, high intensity. Doesn't match any known patterns.
How close are we to the observation deck?
It's directly above us.
sorry, I was letting that play out.
So are we already here? Is this it?
No. So,
I just realized.
before we go that way, let me finish, because you'll see why. But, so, after the events of Halo 4, I won't say much, but the Spartan Ops is like a... it's like a firefight mode, sort of, but it's like story mode, and it's your own Spartans, and it plays out through story and stuff, and it develops the story of what happens after the events of Halo 4 and stuff. And long story short, there's like a Forerunner artifact, and there's the new leader of the new, quote-unquote, new Covenant is an elite, and I think his name is like Jewel. It's Jewel Amdama. No, it's not. It's Jewel Amdama, and Halsey is under. Also, what you seen in the beginning was Halsey was being interrogated and under arrest, essentially, and for crimes of like stealing children and stuff like that. Even though the UNSC knew about it, so that's one thing that I don't understand. But basically, she like touches the Forerunner artifact. Don't open that. She steals the Forerunner artifact, teleports, and she's like literally taken straight to Jewel Amdama and is in prison and stuff. But basically, it's kind of like in the show where she just like does whatever she wants to get her way, type of thing.
Well, there's definitely a lot of similarities, but it's not like she's.
Oh,
like,
she's definitely more of a kind in the show. Like I'll tell you that right now. But basically, how you see her now is like she's meant to be cold and stuff.
right. Oh, boxes.
Right.
That's why like her and Captain what's his name?
Chief, watch out!
Captain Keyes. can't remember his name. His first name.
Didn't realize the ship had deteriorated so badly.
Is it John?
No, I don't. It's bugging me. Why do I not remember that?
Oh, who's that?
Jacob. That's his name.
Shoot.
Jacob Keyes. It came to me. I didn't even have to look it up. I'm a true Halo fan, I promise.
A lot can happen in 4 years.
But that's why Captain Keyes, or Jacob Keyes and Catherine Halsey, like, they had a thing for each other, but, like,
10.
it wasn't anything more than what
Stab.
Jacob wanted more,
Stab.
obviously, but Catherine, all she cared about was her science and her Spartan development program. And
Hey, I can see they fixed this gun. Oops. Also, what difficulty are we playing this on?
heroic.
Nice.
Yeah, heroic.
Yeah, they definitely fixed this gun. Holy shit. Oops.
Okay, I don't know why assassinations aren't working, but okay.
Find the override for the blast shield so we can see what we're up against.
Oh, hey, look. Here's a fun little Easter egg. So you see this right here?
Uh-huh.
This is actually what the special limited edition Halo 4 looks like.
Nice.
Like, I have that box. Yeah.
Nice.
The good news is these Covenant aren't outfitted like standard military. It's possible we just came across a rogue salvage ship.
Now, circling back to it,
Stumbled into an entire Covenant
is Keith David making an appearance.
Maybe they haven't recognized us.
Do you want that spoiler warning or no?
That's one possibility.
I mean,
Landing
that's...
craft flanking us.
I mean, I guess that is kind of a spoiler if you're telling me that's...
I mean, you don't plan on playing the Spartan Ops, so that's why I told you, like, what happens after. It didn't really, like, give, like, what happens at the end of this game. I forgot we were playing this on fucking heroic, goddammit. I'm dead.
Wow, the pistol feels like asshole in this game.
It's
Seems really strong.
it's good, but it's
it-
also not. Yeah, it has, like, a lot of bloom.
It also feels like a lot of recoil. Good lord.
We need to get off this ship.
Well, that's what I meant. Like, it has, like, weapon bloom.
Yeah.
Or, like, the
Gotta be
bullets
closer on
spread.
intercept course. Head for the elevator banks.
Didn't the ship sensors say we still had weapon systems online?
Yes, but since the ship was torn in half, we can't
This game
access
looks
the weapon
pretty.
stations. We'll have to fire them manually from the outer.
This game
Also,
came
I
out on
recently-
360, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was-
I also
yeah.
recently found out that, I guess 343, Bungie, partially worked on this game before 343 took over. Because they were going to finish it, and then 343 decided to, or Bungie, canceled out of their contract with Microsoft.
For the record, I heard that entire conversation with partial your controller vibrating.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why did the elites seem way bigger?
Because they made them more, they made them that way. It's because of the change of the art style.
Punch.
That's why the grunts kind of look bigger too.
Oh yeah, true.
That cruiser's shields are down.
Anyway,
Assuming they don't raise them, that missile
yeah,
will be one hell of a
I
surprise.
I did know about that. About Bungie did start this project and they left halfway through.
Well, I mean, the only thing
Probably not
they
even halfway, like a quarter.
kind of laid out. I mean, there's one thing that's like left in the original Halo 3 that isn't in here for some reason, and it's when like the ship is floating, like after Master Chief like gets put in the caging or the cryopod. It shows the ship like nearing a Forerunner planet, and that's where it cuts off. So then,
So many people figured out when
Bungie had the plans out. Like, this is probably the direction they were going to take it. Just 343 finished it. Think of it like a book switching authors.
it's not a good thing.
How far to the missile?
We're just about there.
No, I mean just like, so you're telling me people online figured out like when Bungie took over, like in the story or in the multiplayer, like oh this
Right.
was,
Well, I mean,
this was a Bungie idea or this was a 343
the story leading up to it, most definitely, but like how like. All they knew was like Chief would eventually end up on a Forerunner planet at some point, and that was honestly probably all that 343 was given. I'm not entirely sure how far they got into the planning process. That's about as much as I know. God, I hate the pistol bloom. There's another one. Got him. There's a BR on the wall.
Sure. God, this game still looks really good as a 360 game.
You'll have to prime the launch for ignition.
Cortana,
It's nothing. Just get to the launch station. I'm sorry. Did I miss orbiting a Forerunner planet at some point?
one thing at a time.
I'll be right back. I'm back. You know, I forgot to mention at the beginning of the game, when that cutscene shows of Catherine Halsey being interrogated, I used to think those were real people. I didn't know it was like CGI.
I mean, back then, I imagine. It does make a lot of sense.
They looked so real, though.
Yeah, I mean, besides the kid with the big ass head. Yeah. Like, that kid looked like a... Is he dead? Oh, yeah. Ow. Away he goes.
I was gonna say, you know that was John, right? As a kid.
It's fine. Still had a big ass head.
He does. I always imagine him being like the guy from Tokyo Drift, the main character. Because of his shaped head.
There's the launch station.
Yeah, pretty much. Drift? What do you mean drift?
I actually recently rewatched that movie because it's on HBO Max.
It's been a while since I've watched it.
Great. The blast door's jammed. The
Last
missile
Fast and the Furious
fire
movie I
until
watched was
it's clear.
Fast 9, and man, I regret
Get
it.
down there.
I still gotta watch it just because, but I don't know.
I guess you can't blow that up. Cool. I saw those bullets. Thanks.
You did it. Get back.
Only Master Chief can literally kick a fucking switch to launch a rocket to blow up a ship.
The only thing I find like unrealistic about that, like obviously we're in fucking space, so you know, and there's a giant metal planet, but I really feel like that missile wouldn't have torn apart that ship like that. I think it would have just like shot it down, maybe, but what do I know?
We've got to hurry. The second we cross the dome's event horizon, its atmosphere is going to tear us apart.
Where are the closest escape pods?
Aft vehicle bay.
I was gonna say, what are you doing? Just staring at the sun?
Maybe.
Pretty.
Head towards the light. I'm like a mosquito.
Oh no, the door's shutting. No, I'm just kidding.
What a shame. What a great way to
Bloop.
go.
Look, my GoPro.
What am I looking at here? Also, where's the AR gun skin different?
Because I have game customizations on.
Oh, well, mine's different. Oh, good night, nerd.
All but one of the
Get wrecked, nerd.
Oh shit. I fell.
Master Chief's just like poggers. Oh, oh!
Oh, see ya.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
We're almost there.
Could have just meleeed him.
I know that. I never played this game.
Chief! Hold on! We're caught in the gravity well.
Can you track the escape pods?
Negative. Look out!
Rest in peace, Grunt.